fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Sister, walk blessed.
Ah, you.
The prodigy, huh? Apparently we owe you for the shards of this sigil stone. I didn't think I would ever say this, but it's fact.
Thou art my
Passing.
Ah, you. Good work with the sickle. You're an outlander, yes, but you've done more for this city than most Endralians. I am. Why do you ask? Aren't you a little young to be some kind of prophet? My father started teaching me how to use a sword when I was 6, and when I was 13. When I was 20, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant, and at 28, the Turkessa herself granted me the title of commander. After my squad and I fought off a group of Skarrig invaders at the farmer's So no, I don't think I'm too young for this post. Path-abidingness and discipline. A man on his deathbed can be as much of a fool as a boy of 9 winters, as Loram Waterblade once said. He was a keeper, one of the best and one of the most virtuous. Even though he was only of the manufacturer's path, both his talent and in case you were wondering, his name derives from the fact that he was excellent at both swordplay and magic. Elementarism and thaumaturgy, to be precise. That wasn't common in those days. He fell in the Battle of the Dark Valley during the Blood Moon riots. A great loss for the Order, but his heritage remains.
You. I heard you passed the trial without going to the
There you
novitiate.
are. Walk blessed.
Congratulations, I guess.
Ah,
The
greetings.
Grandmaster
Of
must
course,
have
what
had
do you
you.
need?
The Archmagister ordered me to find out more
Yes.
about
What?
the Civil War. The one that took place shortly before the cleansing. That's your area of expertise, isn't it?
Well, I did study the Chronicles, so I suppose so, yes. What do you need to know?
This just doesn't make any sense.
This Jacques,
can't it
the
ever
commander
be
of
easy?
Dilgar, who incited the conflict. What do you know about him?
One day, Maya.
He was...
What, are you asking me to teach you?
And he wasn't
From what I...
worried about the cash.
Shh, Sinistra. That is
So you're
an
saying
Abe.
he was no
This is
soldier
also...
by
Both of the latter rather...
to their command?
A thaumaturg.
Yes.
Ah, he can also boost his own...
Whatever was
Ah,
necessary to
a
keep
good
him
element.
in power.
A very aggressive and powerful school, as you can imagine.
That
Most
doesn't
Arcanists
go
favor it
along
above others.
well with the fact that he started this war against the issue.
Why?
Well, you know, usually the prodigy, huh? Apparently we
Yes?
owe you for the shards of this sigil stone.
I do? I thought I had gotten rid of it by
Ever
now.
say this.
Oh, I don't know. You know,
If someone would have told you, it's absurd just to think of it. You know, yes, you see, sorry, I'm babbling. Well, after some days, it seemed almost perfect at the beginning. One day, however, the Count simply, why wouldn't it be? No, no one. Pure luck, I suppose. And just by coincidence, he saw, what I didn't know was that I had found an entire sheep. He left her there. I cried and protested, of course. And since his relatives didn't know what to do with me once he was dead, I tried, but as you can imagine, but who knows if you just said that to him. By the righteous path, I am sure a man like you has better things to do than listen to the stories of a boring old chronicler. I should probably get back to business. Forgive me. Hello. Well, finding out about the Blackstones was definitely a great step forwards, but still, we're left with a myriad of questions. Sometimes I feel pathetic, to be honest. Like a child, asked to understand the functioning of a Starling airship. Ah, yes, here. There they are. I've marked the most relevant parts so you don't have to read the entire book. Just see if they tell you anything that could give you a clue as to where you should start searching. I will be waiting at the beacon.
It's dark already. Time really does fly by.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. Rumors circulate. Rumors about the horrible events of the past moons. They
Malphas's blessings.
They just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves. Idiots.
Hello.
Stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Malfas's blessings.
That pretty boy, you mean? Aye. He was here yesterday, all night long, with some noblewoman. Haven't seen him since, though. He looked a little battered, if you ask me. You know him well? I see. You know what? If you're looking for him anyway, could you give him this once you find him? A courier brought it along a few hours ago. Aye. A young woman, apparently. Maybe one of his beloved, who knows. Seemed urgent, though. Anyway, I need to get back to work. I'll tell the guy you were looking for him if he comes back. Mead, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Be careful, my sir. The streets aren't safe at this hour.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
Walk west.
I, Boreal Oakenvale, hereby confess me sins. For decades, I abducted children from the Undercity and locked them in this basement. I defiled them, let them starve, and then sold them to the highest bidders, who, like me, were also driven by carnal sins and perverse desires. Now, however, the time of punishment has finally come, and I thank the Bone Judge who will carry out my judgments. in shackles. I will watch as a pack of rats eats the flesh from my bones. Nobody will hear me screams. Just like there was no one to hear those other poor souls whose lives are destroyed.
Sir?
Walk blessed.
Good evening.
Captain Yanu Orai, hereby confess my sins. For decades, I imprisoned men and women from all continents of Vin and sold them to the highest bidders. 462 men, 561 women, and 210 children have me to thank for a life spent in slavery. I don't remember their names. Now, however,
We just sit on their asses and hope things settle themselves.
I, Ilaria Nettlegrass, hereby confess my sins. For years I murdered under the moniker of the Black Widow. Man or woman, young or old, it didn't matter as long as the pay was right. Never was I brought to justice for my crimes, for I always knew how to outwit the law. I am a despicable creature, without mind or compassion, no better than a rabid animal. Now, however, the time of punishment has finally come, and I thank the Bone Judge who will carry out my judgment. I shall remain in this cage until I die of starvation. Food and drink shall be within sight, but never within reach. Nobody will come to my aid.
Okay, just leave me alone.
An outlander.
Hello, Hanson.
Isn't this nice?
Potatoes gone. Yeah, that should be it.
Well, stew, roast pork. Anyone?
Just where did I put it?
You? Why are you here? What? No, don't worry about it. I just needed some air.
You know, I've had this question in my head for quite some time now, and I can't figure out the answer to it. Okay. Imagine a girl. Ever since she was a child, she's been abused by her father. Beaten, in other words. She grows to be a woman, and eventually her father dies. Then she falls in love with a man who has a lot of similarities with her father. She doesn't know why she loves him, but she does. And though it all seems nice in the beginning, he becomes more and more aggressive, starts screaming at her for no reason, until one day he too grabs the cane she knows all too well. Now, the question. On a very conceptual level, who is responsible for the situation the woman's in? Her companion because he abuses her? The woman herself because she unconsciously picked a man similar to her father? Or her father because he was the one who beat her in the first place? That's what I thought too, because he was the first link in the chain, so to speak. But what if he too was beaten in his childhood? If he only recreated what he knew? I don't know. No particular reason, I suppose. Anyway, you said you were looking for me. What's wrong? What, so the Archmagister really believes we Delverics owned one of those stones? I would have known that. Believe me, I've snuck inside our manor's treasure chamber more than once, and there was no black stone whatsoever. Not in the least, no. Setting aside the fact that what you're describing is bloody spooky, I don't have the slightest idea who might have an interest in sending me on this morbid paper chase through Ark. Either whoever did this has mistaken me for someone else, or we're dealing with a seriously disturbed individual. Yeah, I already suspected as much. But still, it doesn't change the fact that I have no idea who might be behind this, and why he sent me this package and not, for example, the Ark Guard. No, none. That's... Wait. Could you show me those letters again? By the wise hermit, that's... No, that's not possible. These fragments, if you combine all of them, they make a sentence. Knock, knock, who's there? Come in alone, if only you dare. But... No, that doesn't make sense. I know that phrase from my childhood. Adela and me, it was our code when we snuck out of the house to go on one of our expeditions. Yes, but... No, that just doesn't make sense. Adela's an apothecarian, not a goddamn assassin. You said one of the corpses you found was a hired killer. How in blazes could my sister kill someone like that? And... why? Oh, come on, that's just bullshit. Even if the stone somehow gave her the power to do this, Adela wouldn't hurt a fly. Come on, I'll prove it to you. Meet me in Duneville. I'll take you to our hideout. In the desert, a few miles to the northwest from Duneville. It's quite a march, but doable. Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Still alive? Way too easy. Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Nothing left but rubble. By the wise hermit, how long has it been since I was last here? Come on, we're almost there. Carts. They must belong to prospectors. That means someone has found our little cave since then. Seems no secret can stay secret forever. Anyway, let's go on in. I'll prove to you this is all nonsense. Well, this'll be fun. Lost ones. If these are running free here, I suppose there's not much left of the diggers. Farther down, yeah. They belong to an old landlord. When Adela and I came here, we always made sure the gate stayed shut. But someone must have opened it. Or maybe the Red Madness awakened the corpses and they did it themselves. Poor sods. There, up ahead. That's the clearing where Adela and I always went. If someone's waiting for us, then it'll be there. I don't think we should go down together. If Adela really is waiting down there, and I'm still not sure she is, I'm pretty confident she wants me to come alone, as our code said. So I suggest you stay hidden and cover my back. Well, truth be told, I think that if it is her, then it is talking that she's after. Remember when I told you that I've been worried about her for quite some time now? Back on the ship. What I'm saying is, if she really wanted to kill me, she could have already done it. All of this morbid paper chase, I think she wants to tell me something. Which is why it's so important for me to go alone. Who knows what she'd think if I showed up with someone else. Yeah. You see that platform up ahead? This'll get me down to the pit. You should take the path through the crypt, just down that tunnel a few steps back from here. Then stay hidden. This is all just a misunderstanding, I'm sure of it.
So you came. I have to admit, I didn't expect that.
Adela, so it's true. What is this? Why am I here? And what did you do to that man?
Still as forgetful as you were back then, aren't you, brother? To the circle, now! On your knees! Now look at him, Jaspar. Look at him carefully.
Valencio Duran. By the name of the sun.
The man who killed our family. Correct. You should have seen it. How he screamed and begged for mercy. Pathetic. But I'm afraid I've got bad news for you, Valencio. Never again. I'll make sure that you never again hurt anyone. And I'll enjoy it. Just as I'll enjoy what I'll do to all those who are up next.
Adila, please. This is ridiculous. You have no idea what you're saying, let alone what you're doing. Please, just...
I know damn well what I'm doing. Better than I ever did. I'll continue where Father had to stop. And I'll make them all pay. All these bastards who think they are above justice. I should have known you wouldn't understand. Just look at you, staring off into space and asking all these stupid questions. But you know what? I'm not here to justify myself. I'm here because I think that despite all you did, despite all you became, you deserve to witness justice as much as I do. To see this bastard pay for what he's done. And believe me, I will not make it quick.
The Blackstone. Oh, damn. Then it's really true.
You know of the stone?
Yes. Listen to me, Adila. Whatever you've done over the past months, you didn't do it of your own free will. The stone, it's evil, and it controls you.
What is this, Jaspar? One of your brilliant jokes? We Dalverics have had this stone for generations. Father, he lived this calling, but he failed to see what the stone really was. A gift of fate, a means for us to carry out our destiny, to bring justice to a world where there is none. But I saw, and I will use it.
No, you're seeing this wrong. The stone, it's cursed. It wants you to... Shit, damn it, I just don't know what to say.
Surprise, Jaspar. You never did. But it doesn't matter now. Go, Jaspar, I've changed my mind. I got sentimental. Thought I owed you this, but I really don't. You don't understand me, just as you never understood Father. And listening to you talk makes me remember why I kept away from you all these years. Just look at what you've become, running around and working for the kind of people Father tried to bring down. Treasure hunter. You're a thug. You might as well just as spit on Father's grave.
Yeah, you'd know. All right. This is getting us nowhere. You obviously think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Which is why you'll now give me the stone. Before it'll make you do something you'd regret.
What?
The Black Stone. You'll give it to me. Something bad's about to happen, and without it we won't be able to stop it. You can keep doing whatever it is that you do, but you'll have to do it without magic. I'm sorry if this isn't what you wanted to hear.
So, this is why you really came. You want the stone for yourself. What did they pay you, Jaspar, huh?
What? No!
Go!
Adila,
Go!
As you wish. I'm sorry.
Who are you? I know. You damn fool, Jaspar. You bloody damn fool. I guess I should have known he wouldn't have come alone. He always had a problem with following instructions. So you are what? His sidekick? What will you do? Fight me? I have to warn you, that's a bad idea. The stone, of course. You know, of all the things I expected to happen, this never even crossed my mind. A speech, maybe, some philosophical bullshit about why I shouldn't kill Valenzio, or some excuse why he didn't give a shit for me all those years. But no, even better. He doesn't give a damn about me. He came, yes, but because of the stone, because some fucking snob hired him to get it from me. By the gods, what an idiot I was to believe otherwise for even a second. I don't know you, but if my brother showed you this place, he trusted you. And that means something. So I'll let you go. But if you make even one wrong move, I will crush you. And believe me, I am not joking. The greater good. Sure. Don't say I didn't give you a choice.
Death calls us to him. It is bitter, is it not? Unfair. You are angry because you blame me for the death of your friend. But I only did what had to be done. My manner of speaking upsets you. And yet, you are asking for the reasons for my presence. But what would have happened if I hadn't been there in that ship? Let us dare a glimpse, Prophet. A glimpse into the reality which you prefer to this one. 3 hours after your brawl, Captain Rosio's ship enters the harbor of Ark. You wait until the noise falls silent, and together with your friend, you sneak onto the deck. And you almost make it. A few arms lengths from the safety of the dock, a sailor named Rajik takes note of your presence. There is no need for an explanation as to who you are. And maybe on a normal day, Rajik would have let you run. But not today. For years, he has been eagerly awaiting his promotion to become a petty officer of the 8th class. And yet today, it was announced that his loathed rival had won it instead of him. And how angry he is. How furious. And who knows? Maybe it is not too late. What better way to impress the captain than to be the one who discovers 2 stowaways who have eaten the crew's bread for a month? From there, it ends quickly. One sword for your neck, the other one for your friends, and no one to grant you a second life this time. But that is not what happened. The first beat of a wing, and where are you now? You have abilities others wouldn't even dare to dream of. You can hear the echo of the future, and you will make decisions whose extent even you will barely understand. So tell me, Prophet, isn't that a fate preferable to the other? You accuse me of lying, and your doubts are justified, for I cannot see the future. However, there is no need for that. All that is required is a glimpse beyond the surface, and suddenly it becomes clear that we are nothing but a sea of endless possibilities. And if one listens long enough, the shapeless takes on form, and the unfathomable becomes tangible. You wonder whether I belong to those whom you fight. But no, I do not. The High Ones, humanity, the emissaries, these are but elements of the game. I am more than that. You ask if I can see more than just this branch. And the answer is yes, I can. But considering what I am, that is not much of a feat. You want to know if what threatens you threatens other realities too. And yes, it does. The cycle is a logical consequence born from the right circumstances. And these are not limited to your branch. You wonder what I am, yet your question should not be what, but where. And the answer to this is everywhere. What you see right now is merely a splinter. You think my intention is to disconcert you, but you're wrong. I am here because you think it was I who took someone you cared for. And although you err, I do not like being seen as a destroyer. Which is why I will wipe away my debt, which was never there to begin with. Step back.
Farewell, Prophet. Maybe we will meet again. Maybe not.
That's my name. But... Adela... What happened? But... I only remember a flash of fire and then... darkness. Everything's so... blurry. What? But... Okay, I'm sorry, but this is all just a little too much. Please, just give me some time with my sister, alright? Go back to Ark with that bloody stone. Go anywhere, but please, just leave me alone.
Final bed, sorry.
Sir.
Move along.
Thank you, Sunchild. You saved a lot of lives today.
$50,000 pennies? That's immense.
Please, help.
You're telling me. Think what you will about Daloran, but he's a man of his word. Truly.
Yeah, but where did he get that much money from? I thought that ever since the war began, the sickle was close to bankruptcy.
It was, yes. But apparently, that has something to do with those Killians. The Blue Islands Coalition. Anyway, let's just be happy. What matters now is that we don't have to close down.
Yeah.
What? Who are you? Oh, really? And what could someone working for the Order bring down to a place like this and risk spoiling his fine garments?
There must be a solution to this.
Black stone? No idea what you're talking about. Now, is there something else? If not, leave. Time is sparse these days.
Thank the sun, there you are. I've been looking for you. I followed you. It's about your mission. I know that the Grandmaster ordered you to find the Black Stones, and I believe I know where to find the one you were looking for down here. Far away from here, and I can show you where. The only thing I ask of you is that no one must know about my part in this. Promise me that, and I'll tell you what I know. Thanks. Believe me, I don't like this any more than you do. Come, follow me. This poverty. It's incredible how little we think of it up there. I guess it's easy to forget about the other side of the coin once you haven't seen it for a while. Alright, this is better. Have you ever heard the name Dalgalar? Healer of the poor. Yes, that's what some people called him. It doesn't do him justice, though. Dalgalar helped everyone regardless of his wealth. The only difference was that he had the rich people pay for their treatment. Do you also remember why he left Ark? Yes. For him, the end justified the means. For example, it is said that he once healed a crippled soldier by replacing his lost leg. The League considered such practices pathless. but Dal Galar refused to give in, and that is how they came to blows. Finally, Dal Galar left Ark and moved into a remote old castle in the Frostcliff Mountains. True, but people fear what they don't know. It has always been like that. I guess you know the rest of the story. He became more and more reclusive until one day he locked the gates and was never heard from again. The apothecaries say that it was his eccentricity which was to blame, but I think there is more to it than that. I know it did. I recently read the notes of one of the few apprentices he permitted to come with him. And this is where it gets interesting. Dal Galar researched something he only referred to as the Angel. No one but him was allowed to take part in its creation, and he hired dozens of mercenaries to get him the resources he needed for his experiments. Books, relics, rare herbs, things like that. And one of those relics was a small dark stone, shining like the skin of an eel. Yes. What do you think, Saira? That does sound like a lead, doesn't it? I was waiting for that question. Alright then, I might as well come clean. I am interested in all this because there is a rumor as to what the Angel was supposed to be. A talisman, one that allows its bearer to heal any disease in the world, even flesh maggots, the yellow fever, or the Black Death. All of them. And I want to find this Angel, Saira. Isn't it obvious? Because I want to be healed. Yes, if there's even just a sliver of a chance that this device, whatever it is, can help me, I have to take it. And that is also why the Order must not know about any of this. They would confiscate the artifact before I could use it for myself. And what am I supposed to tell them if they ask me why I need it? I can't allow anyone to learn the truth about me, not until I've dealt with it. Now enough about my motivations, Saira. Let us plan how we are going to proceed. Yes, I found us a map that should point the way from the Frostcliff Tavern. Go prepare yourself. I will meet you there. And thank you for helping me. I appreciate it.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk. Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... oh, how do they say it? Melee? My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
A real pretty thing you are. We should spend some time together.
What do you want? To cock at me? Just leave. Please.
Saira. It was stitched into the blanket they found me in near that village. I don't really know if it is my actual name, if it's really necessary. What do you want to know? Yes, but at what price? It isn't. Imagine you are walking through a forest. He's been mauled by a bear and is now... I, that is the part of me that is myself, would want to... Yes. And that sight, it would... Forgive me, Saira. I can't talk about this. Yeah, it's just odd to talk about it like this. If that were the case, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Usually, it's just thoughts. And they're almost always there. It's as if there's all... Honest answer? I don't know, and I would transform into whatever this creature is, but it will never come to that. You... Yes? Until that Quark appeared, I actually thought things were going relatively well, like with the sigil stone and this beacon. But a war with Nareem, that changes everything. They trump us in every aspect. Manpower, equipment, siege machinery. Let's just hope the walls of Ark are really as durable as they're said to be. Tattoo? Oh, of course, you mean my mark. I've had that for as long as I can remember. And I don't have the slightest idea. That's what Tyrus said too. But if it has a meaning, it's obscure. Not without leaving a bad scar, at least according to the apothecary. No, it isn't. It's just there, that's all. It does. You're the first to tell me that. But thanks, I guess. Yes, it is. Master Tyrus, my foster father. He was half Kyranian, as you might have guessed already. Some words just stuck around. Yes?
Oh, just shut up, will you, Folyak? Excuse my friend, Madam Keeper. He wouldn't recognize a tear if it was drooling in his face. But as he said, we don't know anything about that castle. And if I were you, I would stay away from it anyway. This man, this Dalgalar, he was crazy.
What makes you say that?
Well, before he, you know, shut himself in, he sent his servants down here a couple of times each moon. And every time they hired dozens of hunters to bring them dead game, rabbits, deer, and the like.
So, he probably needed them for his experiments.
Aye, my dam, but why so many? I mean, 40 cadavers a week? Must be something wrong with that. Maybe he's an entropist, a bone mage, or something like that. And maybe he wanted to use those corpses to raise an army of undead to take revenge on the League.
Rabbits, Folyak. Rabbits.
The dose makes the poison. Isn't that how you say it, madame?
Yes, that's the saying. I need to go now. Thank you for your help. I take it you listened. I don't think we'll get more than superstitious chatter out of these people. What do you say? Should we head out? As you like. Just tell me once you're ready to leave.
The Count? What do you want me to say? He's a monster, just like the apothecary said he was. I still remember the day he and his cohorts moved into that forsaken castle. The villagers all cheered as if he were Waterblade incarnate, but I just knew there was something wrong with that man the moment I saw him. Especially when I saw that cart with the burial shrouds. Nothing, at least not for a so-called healer, but I saw a shape beneath them, like a stiff body, a wax figure, and that man, Dalgalar, he kept staring at it as if he were hypnotized or something. Anyway, my advice, stay away from that castle.
Some people just don't know their path.
Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Return and victory.
Yes, can I help you?
Blue banners in the sky and teardrops.
Dalgalar. I was still a toddler when he moved here, so no. But I know about his castle, and if I were you, I would stay away from there.
And safely back to me.
Well, you know, I'm up in the village from time to time to look for things. And once I was stupid enough to go near the castle gate, there was something in the courtyard, a creature made of bright blue light, and it moved and it breathed. I got away from there as quick as I could. I ran back to the tavern. And yes, maybe it was just my imagination, but still, there's something wrong with that castle. That's all I can say.
And just
Huh? What do you want? Malfest's blessings.
No idea, but I did what you asked of me. Now where's my pay?
Here. Thank you for your services.
My pleasure.
Step out into the cold, she awoke. The forest climbed.
Do I know you? Ah. Well, I'm Esme. Esme Yal. Can I help you with something? Him? Oh, just another disappointment, I guess. Nothing you need to worry about. The brave miser helps the damsel in distress. How noble of you. Why? Nothing, but, well, you just don't see a lot of helpfulness these days. Especially when there's nothing to be gained in return. Especially to a tramp.
Never mind. I don't want to be the self-pitying Eterna. This country is way better than Nehrim or Ereziel. Huh. How's this? Before we go any further, you have a seat, and we play a couple of rounds of the Battle for Treyamar. I'll think over your offer in the meantime, and we'll let you know of my decision afterwards. What do you think? Well then, innkeep, 2 mugs of ale, please. Are you dealing? Well, I guess I got lucky. Come on, another round. We're not done yet. Draw. Well, this is unusual. That was fun. Can't remember the last time I've played. So, regarding your offer, does it still stand? I've thought on it, and I'd actually be glad for all the help I can get. Well, I'm looking for someone. But let's talk at my camp, shall we? Elrond needs fodder, and he's been alone out there for way too long now. My Leorin. Yeah, something like that. Come, follow me.
What do you want?
You're Nehrim, aren't you? I know that accent. People say your country
What is it, son-child?
But apparently the one who's now ruling it is a monster.
Fair enough. Maybe there's a trick or two I could show you, but trust me, they don't come cheap. Yes. Just move along, will you?
It depends. Some of them are ancient Enderalian traditions, some have been written by famous bards, and some of them I've collected.
What do you want?
Yes, can I help you?
None of your damn business. Piss off.
She thought she'd soon be in his arms again. He told her. Oh, wait, my safe.
Here we are. And yeah, this is where I live. Why don't you start a fire while I take care of Elron? Thank you. So, I'll try to make this short. I'm here on Enderal because I'm looking for someone who left my life a while ago. How do they put it in these parts? My companion. Former companion, that is. Terra. About a moon's turn now. I came with a trade ship from Kylé. Nehrim. Oh my. I understand why you fled then. But yeah, now that you mentioned it, you do have a slight accent. A letter I received a while ago. Back then I was still with my clan, near Unil Yar. It came by Myrid courier, which was more than unusual. Just like myself, Terra was a minstrel. And, as you might know, money is always sparse among our kind. Minstrel groups, bards, acrobats, magicians, you name it. You guess right. She said that she was planning to do something. Something extremely stupid. Alright. I think I need to go back a little. You know, Terra has always been somewhat complicated. Introverted. Wary of others. If you didn't know her, you'd have been inclined to think that she was arrogant. Yeah, I did. Probably because I saw right away that her demeanor was a form of self-protection more than anything. Buried under that shell of ice was an extremely kind, vulnerable, and caring person. Anyway, what I'm getting at is that Terra has always had difficulty being happy. She had been through a lot, and it had broken her in some way. Every now and then, this black fog would come over her. Sometimes it was bearable. Sometimes it was so bad that she refused to leave her tent all day long. Doesn't matter. One of the reasons, yeah. But there was something else that happened about 2 years ago. We just finished a performance at a festival, and I had lost Terra in the crowd. When I found her again, she had this look on her face, as though the Seven Lightborn had just revealed themselves to her. She was hypnotized. Well, in that crowd she had met a woman. She had worn a mask, like the other guests at the ball, and according to Terra, she had approached her right after our performance. How should I put it? She had told her that she had a solution for Terra's problem. For the black fog. According to Terra, she wore a white robe and a veil. Or was it gray? I'm not sure, it's been so long. Yeah. I quickly forgot about the whole thing, and I thought Terra had too. But the letter proved me wrong. Her encounter with that woman, it had never let go of her. Never. Yeah. And some of the things she said in that letter, they scared me. Because they sounded so final. I don't know. It's probably madness that I'm even here. I mean, she's a grown woman, and we're not even companions anymore. But still, when I read those lines, everything inside me froze. As though I was watching her walk towards an abyss, and wasn't able to stop her. Take a look. I don't know where I put it. I'm sorry. Maybe later. What? When? How? Resurrected. So she's an arcanist. That's not great news. Well, who is she then? Do you have any idea? Something bigger, huh? I'm guessing you're talking about this red madness, aren't you? Either way, I suppose the big questions will have to wait. First, we need to find Tara. That's complicated. I'd rather not talk about it. Just one. And according to that mercenary I talked to in the tavern, it's leading nowhere. Even though I can't help but feel as though he was sloppy. What? Oh, right. I can offer you 250 pennies. Once you've found something we can go on. If I manage to find Tara, I can even give you a gem. That should compensate you for your efforts. Alright. My only clue so far is the name of the ship on which Tara set over from Kyle. The Morning Dew. It was a trade vessel whose crew was mad enough to sail the Red Sea despite the wars. When I came here, the Morning Dew had just set sail again, but I wasn't able to find anyone with information on Tara's whereabouts. Really? Then, did you see Tara? A young Eterna. Black hair, blue eyes? Well, according to the mercenary, the ship ran aground up north. If that's true, and if we get lucky, we might be able to find something in the captain's chambers that could help us. A logbook, a list of passengers, something like that. Here, this is where the ship ran aground, apparently. Thank you. I appreciate it. How about a sip of spiced wine before you leave? Eterna specialty. All right. One moment. Yes?
My sir?
Yes? Show me. By the name of the sun. Tara Zalayil. That's her. And... vouched for by Dal Mercer? Who's that? Right. Dal is a title in these parts, isn't it? Well, that explains why the Morning Dew's captain took a penniless Eterna with her in the first place. She had a nobleman who guaranteed her payment. But damn it, this is a lead. All we need to do is find this Dal Mercer person and we'll find Tara. Indeed. And hang on. Here, the first part of your payment, as promised. I'll talk to the innkeeper and see if he'll let me leave my caravan in Elrond sheltered somewhere near the tavern. Just meet me in, say, 1 day in Ark, all right? Do you know a good meeting point? Good. See you there.
Hello. Is it important?
In bed, so.
Please forgive me, but I was here unexpectedly early and went on ahead. I asked around and found out that Dal Mercer lives in an old manor in the Nobles District. I'll scout the place out. Meet me in front of the bathing house.
In bed, so.
Oh, yes. Of course you'd say that.
Walk blessed, my sir. Walk blessed, my sir.
Walk blessed.
There you are. Great. I think I found Dal Mercer's manor. You see it? That old building over the river? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But it just felt, I don't know, wrong to just stand around doing nothing while Tara could be in the city. And hey, I did find the manor, didn't I? I asked myself the same thing. What? No. Tara is shorter and a lot more delicate. I think that's a man. Good plan. You lead.
My sir, Gunjar, I didn't think I'd see you back on the streets so early. How's your injury?
It's healing.
Is it? Well, that's good to hear. Listen, what happened at the marketplace is...
What? Who are you? I am also a friend. friend of mine told me that this place has been empty for a while because the owner disappeared. So I figured...
Del Mercer disappeared? What is that supposed to mean?
that he's gone. And since he didn't have any friends or family, the steel crabs didn't notice.
Blazes. That's a joke, right?
Forget about it. That door won't budge.
So what? We'll just pick the lock then.
And what do you think I've been trying to do for the past 2 hours, madam? Sweet-talking the damn thing into opening?
Come on, let's take a look.
All right. Do what you want.